Hey everybody, I've had a few people ask me about what I've been doing, and this is what I've been doing is music. I'm gonna do quick run through as quick as I can. Um, I run kind of all my computer stuff. You're either recording guitar or you're miking an amplifier and dumping it into the computer into GarageBand through an interface here. Uh, an Arturia Minilab Mark II keyboard because GarageBand does all kinds of stuff, studio monitors, little mixer. So if I ever want to mic up here out of the amp, which I do sometimes, like playing flute music, you run flute music through the amp, dump into the mixer into there, mix it up with some river sounds or something like that. And next thing you know, you feel like you're on a Quaalude, but it's cool. Um, so that's the dump into the computer environment with the MacBook Air. And then the live environment is an Orange Orange Crush 20. Um, nice sound. Orange has a funky kind of drive sound I'm not crazy about, so I always kind of just run on clean and through my pedal board. And my pedal board really consists of just some simple stuff, but let me run you through it. In fact, I'll grab you and show you right here. All right, so the pedal board kind of goes like this. You got through any guitar or whatever, it comes into a fuzz pedal made by Azure. And I don't know, I've never heard of it before, but it gets fuzzy and it cleans up when you roll your volume back on your guitar, so it's great. Then that goes into the wah. Then the wah goes into the tuner. And then the tuner goes into the Strymon Compadre, compressor boost. And the Strymon goes into the Tumnus, the Wampler Tumnus Deluxe, and then that goes into the Cash Cow as a second drive. There's drive in here if you want to go dirty or clean, but usually I leave this to clean. It kicks this one, or it kicks this one, or this one kind of doesn't need it. But this spot gets swapped out with this little Ibanez Tube Screamer. This spot hasn't been locked in yet. These two kind of have been battling out for a while. Come out of there and you come over here to the the Source Audio Sound Block 2. This is phaser and chorus. I think that's the phaser, whatever it is, and this is the chorus side. But anyway, then out of there into the Flashback Mini Delay, out of there into the Hall of Fame 2 reverb, then into a little looper, just whatever. I got this little guy because it fits in here. It's kind of locked in, so nothing moves around on the board. Okay, so that's pedals, and then guitar-wise, let me start with a couple of basses. I got a Silvertone bass, super light, PJ bass, mean, growly, was cheap, small pots, but it really does that PJ thing. It has a kind of a cool head, it has a little bit of a flaming neck, and it was really cheap, so I dig it. If I want a P bass sound, that's it. This is my Ibanez EX series, the 405. Now this one's got EMG PJX set that I put in there. So I got a battery in here, new pots. This guitar, man, the neck on this one, I picked it up after playing that P bass for a while. I picked it up at the shop and I was like, oh my God, I just have to have it. And with the EMG PJX system and flats, and this thing is, I got a lot of stuff going on. I have a lot of resonance, that's why I have these on here. But this is like, the neck on this just feels so good. The edges roll beautiful. Next guitar is one I always gotta have. It's a EJ200. This one's Epiphone. This is gone, but LR bag system is in here. And this is just one of those guitars that when you have it, continue for a while. Great sounding guitar. I love them as far as acoustic goes. Better than most. This, you guys have probably seen, is an Eert. This guitar has been all over the internet because it has stainless steel frets, rolled edges on the fingerboard, bound. The stainless steel frets, like I said, and it is all of that and a bag of chips. The pickups are great. I love them. They're clean. They do have a little bit of that dirty fuzzy that you wouldn't have if you got burst buckers or something like that in it, but whatever. Full-size pots. I took the black pickguard off, changed the knobs. I love the wood. This is a compound radius. It goes from, and the back goes from C to D, from what, 9.5 to 14, is it, or something like that. It is a wonderful feeling guitar. Tuners are like 21 to 1 or something. They're awesome. It's freaking awesome. And they were $369 when I first heard about them. And like, as I started to watch a couple of videos, they came on sale, and they were I got this guitar for $279, brand new. Took it out of the box, literally tuned up a string or something, and I started to play, and I was like, oh, wait a minute here. And it's fun to play. Stainless steel frets are a joy. Great guitar. Next guitar is going to be a Chibson. I bought this cheap at a pawn shop. It didn't look this way when I bought it, but because it was a Chibson, I thought it shouldn't look the way it was trying to look. So this is all going to get taken off, but it is a Chibson. It does have a great feeling fingerboard fret job. I did some fret work on it, and it plays really clean. Bone nut, Kluson tuners, or no, Grovers. Yeah, Grovers. These are DiMarzios. I changed all the electronics to 50s wiring, full-size pots, blah, blah, blah. And as far as the Les Paul goes, it's a mahogany body. It does, with these DiMarzios, and they're not the greatest DiMarzios in the world, it's another guitar that has great resonance. Just even as I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm sure you can. But it always surprises me how clear notes are on this guitar. Anyway. Last guitar, one I built, Starcaster. I bought the body for 25 bucks, and I was starting to relic it, and I kind of went off on a feather tangent. But I had been playing it, and I liked it. It had a different neck. So I started to, I wanted a Strat. So I got 5762 pickups. I did changed all the electronics. We got a treble bleed here, tone control in the back, cloth wiring. Everything looks period clean. Then I found another neck with the matching headstock, and it turns out that this one is a 41 millimeter neck instead of a 42. It's different, but it's all right. I got a heavy brass trim block here. The Amundsen, I think, is who makes this heavy brass trim claw. I love that thing. The 5762s in this guitar, the neck is a great neck. This is another guitar that has great resonance. And it's got dynamics to the resonance. Vintage tuners that I'd aged. And when I want a Strat sound, this is like a late 50s, early 60s Strat sound. I freaking love it. And, you know, I'm not really a Strat guy, I don't think. But, man, that one there just blows me away. Flutes over here, I got different flutes, like one here. Always have AKG 240, K240, headphones. I just like them open backs so I can hear things around me and hear the room. And here lately I've been using these Lakato wireless transmitters, receivers for playing. They're not the greatest. Every once in a while they'll have a day of static, and I don't use them then. But when they're clean, they're fine. Anyway, so that's the rig. What do you think?